Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik channel. Alright, Stephanie, another one for you. Thank you so much for waiting for me to finally do this very late, but the information war still rages, so this is still relevant. Um, Message from America from Burden. I'm watching this on Facebook right now because I can't seem to get it on YouTube. Okay, now, what else? Excuse me. Um, right, so, hmm. Oh, by the way, sorry. Before I just go off, Stephanie, just like I mentioned on the end of my last reaction, please check out your notifications for a message from me soon. Chicago World is going to drop the next vlog video. In fact, we're going to do it more of a podcast style going forward. That's the easiest way to churn it out as quickly as possible. And yeah, it's the one. It's the video that you requested. So thank you very much for requesting the video, and we'll catch up in the comments later for that. All right, so this video here, I'm not even. It looks a bit like a promo video as opposed to an actual video, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is. I'm sure the song will speak for itself. Here we go. Whom it may concern, America's in distress. With our future on the line, look around, it's a mess. We took a turn. Now everything you say. Whom it may concern is like how it's great to start letters like that. America's in distress. SOS, man. I just love the way that as time goes by, as people to keep voicing their displeasure with the land of the free, you know, particularly people in America. The world is watching, as Trump always says, and this discontentment on people's freedoms, human rights around the world. The people voicing their displeasure at fascism, trying to crack down on it. The deep state is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And as they like to try and rally against Trump, but they project the walls are closing in on them. It's time to abandon ship, you guys, because yes, we are making these messages nice and loud and clear. Even though I'm not from America myself, I'm definitely vibing with this freedom message right now. Let's keep going. Then we slowly losing our freedom and got no defense. We can raise the black flag if they want war. Had mercy for the enemy, but don't know more. We can raise the black flag. Guys, please check out the image, the last community post I posted. It's got my piece about January 6th. I did like a poem about it, in Burn style, kind of. The lyrics to a song. I'm just looking for this. I'm just so happy that layer by layer, drip by drip, as they say in the X-22 report, threads are being pulled from that narrative. All the information, all those videos, all that video footage that was seized about January 6th to try and, that's been held from the public, that would dispel the nonsensical premise that it was an act of insurrection. All of that stuff is again coming apart at the seams, and all that stuff that would prove that indeed is definitely known by the Patriots already. I mean, including that poor woman who got battered by the police, so-called police, on that day. God bless, it's the deep state versus the people. These so-called police, like I said in the last video, these civil servants who are letting this, not only letting stuff like this happen, but are playing a part in smashing on the people. When we finally get accountability next year, by cutting off the heads of the snakes, of course, figuratively speaking, by that I mean removing the politicians who are instigating the crime, getting them out of office, that matter, and of course getting them in prison. I'd very much like to hear about accountability for accountability on the actual horrendous so-called police, but fascists who are just going around ruining people's lives. The idea that these people can just put a mask on and a uniform on, assault people and go about their merry way is ridiculous. And in the process, when they do that, they give cops a bad name, and then they give people reason to say F the police and all that. All these wolves in sheep clothing need to be outed and ousted. And not just ousted, but the packs that they came in on, they need to be made examples of. For real. And I don't mean by throttling them or anything. I just mean prison forever if possible, or whatever the maximum penalty is. But they need to be brought to justice. And we need justice for people, not justice for Jews, but justice for the people who actually got horribly assaulted in the past 2 years. It's absurd. People are still in prison over the January 6th. January 6th. Strange day, isn't it? It's like, did Trump call the people there to become sacrificial lambs for him? No. But he definitely knew what the deep state had in mind to happen. A lot of what's going on with what Trump does, every step he takes that is for the people's greatest good, but has some negative consequences, seem to involve some people, unfortunately, being, in some sad cases, casualties, or, yeah, indeed, I don't say sacrificial lambs, but, yeah, if you will, or at least being, some victims, well, not to say victims, being fined, you could say that too, but being injured in this process, which is disgusting, but it doesn't mean that it's Trump's fault, in that if Trump didn't do that, yeah, much worse would have happened. Let's see if Burden can address this a bit more. He's going to lay it out for us, people. Sorry, I just kind of go on tangents. Let's just let Burden take it away with this.
But I don't know what I can say. They want to silence my voice, taking amendments away. Why California feel like communism out in LA? With 20,000 troops in DC, gave them nowhere to stay. When Donald Trump left, he left that shit perfect in place. But Biden killed thousands of jobs on his very first day. Yeah, that's crazy. And I ain't even come to preach no MAGA word, but China's got ships around our coast, if you haven't heard. Now, I don't know if that's a problem for you, but I ain't trying to go out like that after all I've been through. Our Constitution died, I just went and bought me a suit. See, if they come for the guns, Patriots probably gonna shoot.
They don't want to play allegiance. No cases, they'd rather play allegiance to the Black Lives Matter flag rather than the American flag. It's lovely how he's been in position. How he's going to lay out this video with the black flag at the top and the American flag on top. Yeah, it's almost like the way things are upside down right now. But how with that, indeed, let's have America front and center, and that's all there is to it. China, indeed. It's very weird how the situation is with China, in that, not just China, the CCP in particular, is that the whole thing, China's not even the main real issue, and that's not me trying to not call out the CCP. It's the deep state that's running the whole thing, because the deep state's essentially got the whole of China. Essentially, they're the main set of people that are being used to just push the deep state blueprint around the world, and the world ain't having it. We will, indeed, as of the time of this recording, I'll say we will, but as of the time of when you watch this, we may already be out on the other side. But let's just say we will overcome this, and once we call it holding people accountable for what they put the world through, China, the CCP, down just like communism in Russia. They're out of here. Anyways, keep going. Oh, let's hear it again. Sorry, let me go back. With your teenage daughter, but hey, equality, right? Tell it to the future victims all around the country. Life's about to get harder. But make concern, America's in distress. With our future on the line, look around, it's a mess. We took a turn. Now everything you say is offensive, and we slowly losing our freedom. Ain't got no defense. We can raise the black flag if they want war. Had mercy for the enemy, but don't know more. We can raise the black flag if they want war. Had mercy for the enemy, but don't know more. What the hell's that? Facebook playing songs in the background. Black flag. Just hopefully, the black flag. It just means America's under shadow. Put the lights back on, and the stars and stripes return indeed. So shed the spotlight on it. I say. All right, now think about this, people. LGBT Black Lives Matter. What do they have in common? Essentially, claiming that they're fighting for the rights of everyone, but fighting against the rights of everyone with their actions. Again, just going back to Matt Walsh, like I said in the last video, I'm just going to mention that all over these videos today. When he said that these SJW trans people who get triggered by people saying certain trans people indeed are appropriating womanhood or gender as a caricature, turning it into a costume that they can wear. Then they're saying that that's transphobic. He just hits them with a nice little follow-up question. Well, tell me this: what is a woman, or what is somebody of a certain gender? And they can't answer because they're too busy trying to break down what gender is in the first place. They just expose themselves. You can challenge people on some questions directly, who are pushing the left-wing nonsensical talking points, and their argument crumbles straight away. And usually they get into some apoplectic, indignant fit, saying that, oh, you're just racist. I can't believe you're saying these things. Well, maybe you can't believe it. I'm just seeing through your lies, and I'm just calling out directly as it is. Just push a bit deeper, just like this flag. There are stars and stripes underneath. But they're just being hidden up. But just push through the illusion that's put in your face and just challenge it. If it's true, you should be able to challenge it, and it will stand up to the challenge. If it's not, first of all, by the time you attempt to challenge it, you'll get all this worry and this panic about people trying to challenge it. Then once you press through, you'll realize that the emperor had no clothes on, the whole thing was a hoax. Then you've woken up, you're red pilled, and you can't go back to sleep. This had to be this way, as I said. All right, let's keep going.
Now they pushing vaccines on us. Kind of feel like population control, if I'm being honest. Side effects, cerebral palsy and death, but yet they give it to us and expect us all to inject. We the people, be the pawns, the punching bags, the beat upon. The media conceals a bunch of truth that you should read upon.
What did John Legend, Don Lemon say? Why I keep hearing this? Why I keep hearing this playing video every time I pause it? Anyway, what did he say? Idiots are people who want to do their own research on the vaccine and not take CNN's word for it. Why don't they just stay there and take these headshots from us? Well, headshots, please. Take these smears from us. John Legend, Tom Legend, no, Don Lemon has been saying. Why don't they just take these shots and shut up? Well, because you seem kind of weird about me doing so. Apparently, the first time, as somebody had said, a preacher had said, this is the first time in history where the ineffectiveness of a drug, of medication, is being blamed on people who haven't taken it. Just press people on things that are being pushed on you. Challenge their premises. And if you're not in a position to do that, whereby you get fired from your job that you need, if you do so much, sadly, well, first of all, see if you can get that job, like I would do. But at least ask yourself, and it's important that you keep listening to reactions like mine and voices like ours on the Patriot side, because the deep state would bombard you with their lies otherwise and try and disguise your demise. Anyway, you must keep reminding yourself of the truth in times like now. This is why my videos are important, why what we do is important. God bless you all. Anyway, let's keep going. I thank God for Burden, by the way. Yeah. Hold on. Here you go.
you should read a bomb. People acting like they woke. I say America's been stolen. They just laugh like it's a joke. Ain't gonna be nobody laughing in the end because your loss is my loss and they just mastering they plan. Aren't you excited? While hate is so invited, our states are not united, our races are divided. You still need proof of the elite when the American president couldn't even make a tweet on what them trading apps did for hedge funds on Wall Street and stole from millions of people in GameStop and AMC and what we do.
There's some bars and he's really good with the flow and laying up things one by one. Who the hell is this? This guy's a Trump supporter, is he? Viking out of the horns. Again, people should have been asking, like Joshua Phillip was saying, who the hell is this guy? As Alex Jones said, you're full of crap. Anyway, oh God, hilarious. States divided, eh? And these people, I mean, thank God, at least this is when, isn't it funny? While the states are divided, the divided states of America, and people are doing the things that suit themselves, you know, to be honest, that's fine. But when you start to understand how the humidifier in chief was not about unity altogether, when he's pushing for federal overreach into other states, fascistic pushing of rules for one state to apply to another. And of course, when Trump said at his recent rally that maybe, excuse me, next time I get in office, next time, at least suggesting next time, we won't, we'll remember that it was a bad idea for these Democrat-run states to do their own thing. So it seemed that's what you're suggesting, as if to say that we ought to just bring the army in to stop tyranny anywhere, even when the fascistic left wing run states are doing their things and letting the innocent people suffer in the process. I got a feeling it was things that are said and done. The people in these so-called left wing run states, i.e. California, which I suspect is truly red, when these people have got their say, once things have been said and done, you won't need a president from the right to push an army on a place to quell anarchy. People will do it all by themselves and embrace the First Amendment. This way, as of the time of this recording, I keep saying, it looks like something of a prediction. By the time it's done, you could call it prophecy. Anyway, while their masks and their borders are down, and they say, you know, are these people? Look at this man, so-called police officer with masks on, so-called MAGA supporters with looking like Vikings. Well, as if, and a megaphone. That if that's not simple enough to say that this is a deep state operative using the deep state bullhorn or a megaphone, I don't know what it is. While these governors are just laughing in people's faces, they're making them more and more galvanized to just stand against them, not to start burning down buildings, which is what deep state nutcases do, but rather defending ourselves and bringing back law and order, not destroying our own cities. Anyway, not destroying America. Let's keep going.
We sit back and take it, we'll get the loot. Long as they have that Dominion voting system, we screwed, and that's the truth. So patriots take a stand, cause don't nobody care about that SOS in the sand. We're making concern, America's in distress. What our future
SOS in the sand?
Look around, it's a mess, we took a turn. Now everything you see, that's the truth. So patriots take a stand, cause don't nobody care about that SOS in the sand.
Yeah, help us. No. These little help notes what's going to get results. We need to realize what the hell's going on here. when we cast a vote, we need to know how the bloody thing is working. You're just trusting the machine? You say, yeah, we're not anymore. Go for it.
Make concern. America's in distress. With our future on the line. Look around, it's a mess. We took a turn. Now everything you say is offensive. And we slowly losing our freedom and God will defend. We can raise the black flag if they want war. Have mercy for the enemy, but don't know more. We can raise the black.
What idiot would think that Trump supporters are trying to burn down their own country when they're all about saving it? Anyway, people know this, but some people are too scared to admit it to themselves. Wake up. What was that on the man's back? Was it characters in Chinese? Sorry, I didn't go back far enough. What the hell is that? Is that China? Is it? Wait, that America? Outrage! Why you got Chinese writing on the back of your that little sweatshirt, if you would? What's going on? Chicago. Okay. Why outrage? Why is it? Is that some sort of a nonsensical political statement? Because who's it for? Anyway, it's like to let China know when they catch pictures of that they can show that that we're stoking the vision for you on your behalf. Please take this image on my back and blast all of your stupid TV CCP. Anyway, go. Sleepy Joe cheated. Alright, that's it. God bless you, Stephanie. That was a great one. Sorry for my slow, groggy sounding reaction, but yeah, I really loved it. Okay, like I said before, please check out the notifications from me soon. I'll let you know when Chicago World has dropped the next video. And the one that you requested is something for everybody. The American and Japanese governments, how they are similar and different. Without further ado, catch you next time. Where we go, and we go all. Peace.